Hey guys, welcome to the 2 a.m. pipe on the patio. Today, smoking my K. Woody Fine Line, the onion pipe. If we can get some better light on that, you can see that pipe a little better there. There we go. I love this pipe. I'm becoming a huge fan of K. Woody pipes. And I'm using the 1868 Steinway tamper that my brother-in-law Jim made for me from the 1868 Steinway that he cut up. That's like 152 years old right there. Now, the ebony and the ivory and I'm using my Zippo Antique Silver Armor lighter. And today, I'm smoking a blend that I am just becoming enamored with, and that is Five Brothers pipe tobacco. I'm just loving this stuff. So, Sadie and I did absolutely nothing today. We did nothing. Which is not good. It's 2 wasted days that we had, which means we got to work tomorrow on Thanksgiving. But that's okay. We didn't have any plans for tomorrow anyway, so it's just the 2 of us. I'm telling you, I love this Five Brothers. I just got 5 more pouches in the mail today. I'm hoping this will be easy to find in Virginia in local shops. I can just order it from them or buy it from them. But we'll see. If not, SmokyPipes.com has it. Excuse me. That went right up my nose. Sadie's doing real good, feeling real good, back to normal. She didn't have any ill effects today at all, so that's good. She was just tired. She was tired, I was tired. And we just kind of took it easy today. So, looking forward to getting everything done here and being on our way. And have a guy interested in the house, and it's not even for sale yet, so that's a good thing. And not even on the market yet anyway. So yeah. Pretty cool night out here. It's about 49 degrees or so, which is pretty cool for here. It'll get down a little cooler later on tonight. Right now it is only 10:20. And pretty quiet out. Except I hear a helicopter coming now. The moon is beautiful. Clear sky. So it should get really cool tonight. There's no cloud cover or anything coming in. I don't see any marine layer coming in or anything, so it should be a nice clear night tonight. Should mean it'll get cold. So I may have to see if I can get my brother-in-law Jim to come over again for a pipe on the patio before I leave. Do another couple videos. Maybe I'll get my nephew Tim over here. So he's still got to pick up a couple of barbecues and a couple of ladders and a bunch of fishing gear and table and chairs and some things that he wants to take, he and his wife want. So they still need to come get those things. Sometime this week or then the next week before the 5th. But I'm having a good time going through some of this stuff we're going through and finding old pictures, and which just kind of slows things down because you find things and you start going through them and you stop and you reminisce and there's so dang many pictures out in the garage to go through. And I just hate throwing pictures away. I just will not throw pictures away. Old family pictures and a lot of them I don't even know who they are. I know their family, but I don't know who they are. But my mom knew who they all were, but she's gone. And she used to write in pencil on the back of all the pictures who people were, but there's a lot of them that nothing's written on them. And so it's like lost to history who some of these people are now. But I know their family, and I just don't feel right getting rid of them, even though I don't know who they are. And all the family who would know who they are gone. So my Aunt Lorraine, my cousin Kathy, my mom, they were kind of the family historians who knew who a lot of these people were. I know who some of them are, but when you go back past my great-grandparents or my great-grandparents' brothers and sisters, I don't know, who's who. I know names, but I don't know which one's which. So that makes it rough. But I just don't want to throw away I just won't throw away pictures of family because they're still family, I know after me, they're going to get tossed. I know Sadie and McKinley won't care, and they don't have that problem with. They'll keep their grandma, and their grandma Sarah, and their grandma Manion, their grandpa Manion, and their grandpa Sarah. But further back than that, they're probably not going to care, and they didn't know any of them. They were real little when my grandmother died. And they know her if they see her picture, but I don't know that they will ever want to hang on to old pictures. I just don't know if they will or not. I hope they do. Maybe when they're older, they'll. I'll go through and start going through pictures and marking who's who. It's a dying thing, you know. I mean, everything's digital now, and I always had photo albums that when I was really heavy into photography, and I'd have photo albums of, I'd go down to the, photography shops and buy these really nice photo albums that you would use for weddings and stuff, and use those for my photos. And I would always buy little labels and stick them on the back of my photos and label who's who, who these are pictures of. And so I got some really nice photo albums, stuff that I took pictures of. And then I have a lot of, places that I've been. A lot of musician friends and places I've played, and from all over the country, concert photos and stuff like that, but none of those are labeled. Most of them aren't labeled. So I need to go through and label all of those, so my kids will know who's who I'm on stage with, and where we were. This has been a rough week. Lost a couple of friends this week. Harley Lamoureux was a Charlie Daniels harmonica player. He's a friend of mine. He passed away from COVID a week ago. And then one of my good friends, Don Overby, who was a sound engineer. He did all the sound for all the shows we did in Sturgis and Daytona Beach and Kansas, and did all the biker rallies. He was the sound man, and he ran music for the Soul sound, the stage, music for the Soul stage. And he passed away a few days ago after having 5 bypass surgery. I had talked to him on November 15th. I called him. It was his birthday. and he was not sounding good. He had had the surgery, and he just was not sounding. He was real weak. I could hardly understand him. And a few days later, he was gone. So glad I called him. He was like a father to me. After my dad passed away when I was 25, and I was lucky in my life to have some men who were like a father figure to me. My father-in-law, Don Sarah. My wife's dad was very much a father figure to me. And my Uncle David is very much a father figure to me. And Don Overby was a huge father figure for me. He was very much like my stand-in dad. And I had the great privilege to induct him into the Blues Hall of Fame, present him with his Blues Hall of Fame certificate. He was the Blues Hall of Fame ambassador to Maxville, Kansas. For all the great work he did to promote the blues. Don was huge, big, huge man, towering man with these broad shoulders. Sadie was telling me how intimidated she was by him when she first met him, and he was the nicest guy you'd ever want to meet. But when I met him, and he was a big burly man and towered over me. Had the broadest shoulders, man. He was just and he was quick with a smile and a heart punch when you deserved one. He was quick with a heart punch, boy. And I remember I had a heart monitor put in, I don't know, it was 2011, 2012, something like that. It's probably 2012, 2013, somewhere around there, 2012, I think it was. And a week later, I flew down to Daytona Beach to do a concert at the at Daytona Beach Bike Week, and Don was there. I was teased him about something, and he gave me a heart punch right after I'd had the surgery, and he felt so bad about it. So after he had his surgery, I told his wife, Rhea, I said, "You tell Don I owe him a heart punch." I owe him a heart punch after he punched me after I had my surgery. And she started laughing. She goes, "I'll tell him. He'll remember that. He felt so bad about that." Don was such a good dude, man. I loved that man so much. I just loved that man. His whole family was just incredible to me. Rhea, Rhonda, his grandson Damon, just an incredible family. In fact, we were cleaning out the garage when Damon texted me and told me that Don had passed away, and I just sat down and wept. And he truly touched my life, and truly loved that man. But I know that if ever there was a man who two men who made it to heaven, it was Harley and Don Overby. Those two men, I guarantee you, those two men are in heaven right now. They made it. No doubt in my mind. But anyway, I will catch you guys later. I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving. If I don't get on here tomorrow, have a great Thanksgiving. And I love y'all. And love your families. Don't argue over stupid stuff tomorrow. God gave each other to love and not to argue with. And so don't bring up divisive stuff tomorrow. Don't bring it up, and love on each other. God gave you each other. God gave you your families, gave you each other to love on. And just love on each other, because the grave could take any one of you at any time. And I love y'all. God bless.